Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have been following me for any amount of time, you know that it's no secret that I love a good thrift shopping adventure, specifically browsing home decor items that people have donated to the thrift stores that might just need like some reimagining or resurfacing to give it a second life. I remember the first trip that I took to the thrift store specifically to look for home decor was over 6 or 7 years ago, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time to decorate our apartment, and I really wanted it to feel like home, and I wanted to decorate in a nice way. So I had a very limited budget, and I wanted to go into the thrift store to see if there was anything that I could maybe upcycle or change into something else or modify in some way to fit my style and really make our apartment into a home. What I did not realize at the time was that going thrift shopping and finding things to flip into something new for my home would become one of my favorite hobbies, and I would do a lot of it, and I would film it, and I would share it with you guys here on YouTube. We've done so many fun videos, and now it's not just about thrift shops. There's so many other places that you can find really good secondhand pieces, like flea markets. Love going to the flea markets. Estate sales, always look for estate sales in your area. Also Facebook Marketplace, or even yard sales during the summer months. So no matter what your motivation is for wanting to thrift shop or find things secondhand, whether it's budget, whether it's just finding uniqueness, unique items, whether it's because it's more popular and a little bit more trendy now to shop secondhand and go to thrift shops, I am going to be giving you all of my tips and the items that I specifically look for at the thrift shops that are easy to flip, and how I go about the process of bringing those items home and transforming them into something new. The first one is lamps. I do not own any new lamps. Every pair of lamps or individual lamps that I own are all secondhand. And I love to look at lamps at the thrift stores because I don't think that they get a lot of attention. So I usually find some really good finds. And what I'm really looking for is shape, because you can pretty much alter a lamp to be exactly what you want and what you need for your style of your home. Maybe it just needs a color change. You can use some spray paint to upcycle it. Maybe it's perfect on the bottom, but it needs a new shade. Because tip, it is really hard to find good shades, lamp shades at the thrift store. They get crinkled and messed up really easily. Like the material doesn't travel well. So when they're donating them and they get banged around and moved around, they just don't tend to last. So it's harder to find lampshades, so most of the time I do have to buy that new. I've also used a basket, like a waste basket, and turned it upside down and used it as a lampshade for like a more textural look for a lamp. Maybe it's the right shape, but you want to add a lot of like texture. I've even taken a lamp that I found at the thrift store and it was covered in newspaper strips, which was very odd. It was the perfect shape. I really wanted that shape. So I took off as much of the newspaper as I could and I covered it in joint compound to give it a lot of texture, like really added on there really rough. And then I even further added texture by adding salt to my paint and painted that on there and completely transformed the texture and the look of the bottom of the lamp. Added a shade, and I absolutely love this lamp. This is a great one to do, and I'll leave this video linked if you love organic modern style and you really want to bring that into your home. You can totally upcycle a lamp to have this look. The second one is furniture. Furniture transformed into vanities, transformed into other things, or leaving them as furniture. Furniture is everywhere at the thrift stores, and even more of a gold mine is Facebook Marketplace. You can find local furniture that people are trying to get rid of for a great price on Facebook Marketplace. And with furniture, sometimes it's the perfect size for you, but maybe it's not the right finish. Maybe it needs updated hardware. Maybe you need to like do some work on the actual surface. Maybe it's like layered and caked in paint from all the versions of the DIYs that people have done on it before. So I've done a ton of furniture flips where I've just transformed the surface into the right style for me. Stripped off layers of paint and stain to expose raw wood. I've even painted, poor wood that really wasn't great quality, that couldn't be stripped down, that I actually needed to paint, swapped out hardware. But I love it even more when I can transform its purpose. I love transforming a good piece of vintage or antique furniture into a vanity. I love this look in a bathroom. I love bringing a piece of furniture into a bathroom like this. I transformed a vintage buffet, which has a wider width to accommodate 2 double sinks in our primary bathroom of the cottage. I took off the top, replaced it with granite, added the faucets obviously, removed the drawers and modified the inside so that it would accommodate the plumbing as well, and then modified the drawers so it was still really functional as storage. This particular buffet didn't have great wood, so I couldn't strip it down. So I used a wood-like technique with some retique and stain to give it that wood look back. I also did this in our guest bathroom with an old phonograph cabinet. I found it for about $40 at the flea market. We don't have any purpose for phonographs in today's modern world, and the phonograph was gone, it was just the cabinet. So I was able to take off the top, replace it with granite, add a faucet, and also like modify the inside for the plumbing, and it looks so beautiful. I also swapped out the hardware because it had just little knobs. I added some vintage hardware and totally upcycled this piece of furniture into a beautiful vanity. So when you find pieces that you really love, don't just think of them as they have to be what they are. They could actually become something completely new. Number 3 is thrifting for materials. Thrift stores are a gold mine for materials. What you really have to do though is look past what the actual thing is that you're looking at and think about how you can use its elements. So for instance, you can go in the bedding and curtain and more fabric type section where they have a lot of pillows and everything, because thrift stores have a ton of that stuff, and you can use that as just material. You could use it as material for new pillows, to recover furniture and chairs. You can modify them into new curtains for your house, maybe a smaller piece. One of my favorite thrift flips that I've ever done where I used something as a material is at the thrift store. I found a box of large Jenga, like the yard size Jenga. So it was just these wooden blocks, and they were pretty lightweight, and I brought them home and I wanted to transform them into something different and not just a toy or a game that you play. So I used them as their material, as wood, and I laid them in a herringbone pattern, and I made them into a tray. This is taking something that has nothing to do with home decor, nothing to do with a tray, and just using it as its elements. And I loved the way that this thrift flip came out. And at the thrift stores, there are a ton of china, dinnerware, glasses. I tend to gravitate towards very patterned type china in teacups and plates and stuff. Sometimes on the shelves, they're already broken. And I unfortunately bought these 2 plates that I absolutely loved, opened the car door and broke one of the plates. It fell out of the car. And I could not part with it, and I wanted to figure out something that I could do with it. So instead of just throwing it away, I feel like most people would do, I broke it into a bajillion pieces and used it as mosaic tiles. And you can use china in this mosaic form for so many different things. I made them into vases, and I thought they were so pretty. I actually just covered a glass vase in clay and pressed the mosaics into it. You could make it into stepping stones for your garden. You can make it into a tabletop, like an outdoor table, put them into resin some way. So many things that you can use mosaic tiles for. So think about china as that. Number 4 is reimagining an object at the thrift store into a new purpose. Now, this is actually my favorite thing to do at the thrift stores, because when I'm walking the aisles of a thrift store, I'm the most creative. I don't know what I'm gonna find. I don't know what's gonna spark creativity or interest or draw my eye in. And so it just I feel very free to kind of create anything I want. And because everything at a thrift store is pretty inexpensive most of the time, relatively inexpensive, you kind of have the freedom to do something out of the box or out of the ordinary with very low money risk. Like, it's not gonna cost you a lot if it doesn't pan out the way that you want to. So the creative freedom for me in a thrift store is major. And what I was seeing a lot at the thrift stores were these things that we just don't use in the modern world today, and how I could reimagine those items and be something new so that they just don't end up being trash. One in particular was I kept seeing these Kodak carousels that project pictures onto like a projector, like a Kodak projector. What would we use those for if we don't have that projector, or we don't have photos that way because we have our iPhones now? So I dissected it, I flipped it over, I turned it over, I figured out what it could become, and there was a hole in the center, so I knew I could string a light through it and turn it into a pendant light and add some other elements to make it more like a pendant light. I found a wooden CD holder, and we don't have a lot of CDs now, so I turned it into an herb garden for my kitchen. It would sit in the windowsill. I found large round curtain rings for a curtain rod, and I stacked them together and glued them together and turned it into a really textural vase. I even turned like a journal, like a planner that zipped, into a travel jewelry case. Options and the creativity are really endless in a thrift store, but you really have to push yourself to look past what something is in its current state and what it can become and how it can be useful for your life. By far my favorite thing to do in the thrift stores. And number 5 is what I'm calling the base flip. Sometimes you'll be in the thrift stores and you'll see something that's like a great starting point. Maybe it's the size that you want something to be, or the shape that you want something to be, but it's not quite there yet. And it doesn't have all of the other things that you would need it to have in order for it to be perfect for your home. I just recently saw a big mirror that was just really simple, big chunky frame, but it was too simple. It needed a lot added to it in order to get there, but for a great price, it was a great base. I found a coffee table at the flea market that needed to be resurfaced, and it was the right chunky shape and size for our living room, but it lacked that extra trim that I love for my own style. So I added trim to the top of it, stained it the same color, refinished it, and it was the perfect addition to our living room. I just found a trifold mirror at the flea market as well that was just very basic. It needed to be repaired, but it was ultimately just the mirror portion, and I had been dying for a ornate gold like vanity mirror. So I added some wooden appliques and some trim and painted it all gold. And finishing the flip, it took my breath away. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this looks so good. And I just started with a simple mirror base that I found secondhand. And even a project that I did for one of my friends for their bedroom, they had a dresser that they didn't like anymore, so they wanted to replace it. And I was like, well, maybe we can upcycle it. Maybe I can transform what you've got, because it's the right size, into something that you're gonna really like. So I took a simple IKEA dresser that had no hardware, no real detail, super modern, and I added some visual texture to the front of each drawer by adding some trim pieces and painting it all the same color. And then I added hardware to it. And it totally transformed the way that that dresser looked, and they loved it and they kept it. So maybe it's about something that you already have that you may want to donate and replace, but you can think about differently and maybe alter to be what you really want it to be and to be your evolved style. Because I've come a long way over the last 6 to 7 years, even in my thrift flips. I know, like, if I was to do those same thrift flips today, I would probably do them differently in some way, because my style has changed and because my DIY skill and my working with different tools has improved. I would love to try and recreate some of my past thrift flips and what I would do differently today. So that's another idea for another video that I have. But hopefully this video gave you some ideas, and on your next trip to the thrift store, flea market, estate sale, yard sale, wherever you're gonna go to shop secondhand, you look at items differently and through a different lens, and really get creative with what you can use them for, or how you can use it just as materials, or just upcycle even something in your own home. So comment what your favorite thrift flip that you've ever done in your life. I would love to know. You guys are so creative, and I'd love to see all of your ideas. So please comment what you've done and what materials you used, or what you found at the thrift store that was super unique. And I have some projects in the works as we speak. Something is being stripped outside as we speak. I'm gonna go outside and work on it. I have some fun thrift flip projects on the way for you guys too. So if you are not subscribed to my channel and you love this type type of content, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you know exactly when I upload here on my channel. And I will see you guys really, really soon for more projects. Bye guys.